At the end of this video, I have something special for 5 of you guys, so stick around till the end. Hey, what's up guys, it's Isao here, and Samsung is finally launching the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 this Thursday, the 9th of August, and I'm excited to see what they have to offer. So we've seen all the leaks, we've seen all the rumors, we've seen everything possible that we can see, and Samsung just did a huge leak. They leaked the official keynote presentation for August 9th. And in that video, we saw what the phone would look like and the features of the phone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the rumors and the specs and everything. I have a trusted source that showed me the working model of the Note 9, and we're going to gather all the information we have and look at it objectively. Without further ado, let's get to the video. The first thing I'll talk about is kind of like the most interesting thing that we're seeing on this Galaxy Note 9, and that is the S Pen. When Samsung announced / gave the invite image, it was the S Pen, the golden S Pen, that was the prominent image there, and I think we all know why. The S Pen is the most upgraded S Pen on the Note series. According to the sources, this new S Pen has Bluetooth, and what this simply means is that you can control your music, you can control your camera, and you can control like a PowerPoint presentation. So when I first heard that this new S Pens will have Bluetooth, I was first of all skeptical because I was trying to think, is Samsung going backward here? You know, the S Pen doesn't require battery normally, and Bluetooth inside would probably mean that it dies at some point because that is a lot of battery power. What Samsung did is actually kind of brilliant. When the Bluetooth battery dies, you can revert to the S Pen as a normal S Pen, and yes, the S Pen is backwards compatible to something like the Note 8. At number 2, we have the build and quality of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. From what the trusted source told me and from what I've read and what I've seen so far, the leaks and the rumors, the new Samsung Galaxy Note 9 is going to be heavier, is going to be much thicker because of that bigger battery, and according to Evleaks here in this tweet, it should come in black, blue and brown. And as we've seen in the teaser images and the leaked videos, the blue version has the gold S Pen and the brown on here has a brown S Pen. My source also tells me that there will be a purple version, specifically lavender purple, and we'll just see how that goes. As far as the screen size, it's going to be a 6.2-inch screen device with obviously very high resolution in that dope AMOLED panel. And I also saw a post on Forbes where it shows that Samsung has the ability to further reduce the bezels, but they're probably saving it for a newer device. Lastly, as far as build quality goes, we have horizontal dual cameras, flash, heart rate sensor, and the fingerprint right below it. And I'm not really a fan of this design, but that's actually what we're going to be getting. At number 3, we have the cameras, and the cameras on the new Samsung Galaxy Note 9 aren't going to be different from what we have on the S9 Plus. We still have the same dual aperture f1.5 to f2.4, and we also have 960 frames per second, which is still a good thing. So the Note 9, don't expect much from the camera, but you know, the major improvements are actually going to come in form of software. At number 4, we have the storage, and the storage has significantly improved on here. The base model of Samsung Galaxy Note 9 should come with 128 gigabytes. This is double what the base model of the Note 8 was, and double what the base model of the Apple iPhone 10 was as well. From what I see, Samsung has actually doubled everything on the Note 9. You're getting 128 gigs, you're getting 256 gigs, and you're getting 512 gigabytes. This is double every single storage level. You can expand the storage by 512 gigabytes to get 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte on a smartphone. That is insane. At number 5, we have the battery. If you remember very well, when the Note 7 launched, it was kind of a disaster and a very bad time for Samsung. What Samsung did was to take necessary measures. You know, they went further to do some background checks, extra background checks, and the Note 8 actually came with a 3500 mAh battery, which was less than the Note 7. They did this so that they would ensure that everything was managed properly. But this Note 9 is going to come with a 4000 mAh battery. Samsung has probably done a lot to make sure everything goes in order, and I can't wait to see what we get on Thursday. Basically, we're getting bigger battery and we're getting more power, even from what they've teased in their leaked video as well. So this is actually a good thing. Coming up at number 6 is the processor. The processor on the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 is still going to be the same processor we had on the S9 Plus. We're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 or the Exynos 9810. That's the Exynos 9 series processor which we had on the S9 Plus. As far as the processor goes, we might not really see any major improvements. It's 2018's processor from the S9 Plus, so that's all we get. At number 7, we have the I/O or port and the button. We still have the headphone jack on the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which is a good thing. We still have Dolby Atmos stereo speakers which is also a good thing. I will have the AKG headphones that will come in the package, which is also a good thing. I'm enjoying that on the Samsung Galaxy S9 as well. And according to my trusted source, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 will come with an updated version of Bixby or Bixby 2.0. And this Engadget article sort of confirms that Samsung acquired Viv, an AI company, to get better with conversations on your phone. So let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think Bixby is going to be better than Google Assistant or Siri or both of them? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. At number 8, we have Samsung DeX, and the Samsung DeX might not really be a major concern for many people, and I understand. The Samsung DeX basically turns your phone into a computer by using the DeX station. Basically, you get the S8, S9 or the Note 8 on the DeX station, and you connect peripherals like the keyboard or the mouse and your monitor, and there you have it. You have a fully working computer system. However, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 will come in with DeX inbuilt to the phone. What it simply means is that you don't need a DeX station. All you need is just your Samsung Galaxy Note 9. You connect the peripherals and you're good to go. You have a computer working, fully function, and you can use the S Pen and start cranking out presentations like a boss. However, this has a downside. When my trusted source told me this information, I actually thought maybe Samsung is trying to cancel the sales of the DeX workstation, but no, Samsung is not going to do that. You have a trade-off here. If you're using the DeX station, you can charge your phone as it's connected to these peripherals and it's being used as a computer. But if you're using just your phone like that, you run a risk of losing your battery, but you know, it comes with a bigger battery, 4000 mAh battery, so this is actually kind of a win-win situation if you look at it. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. At number 9, it's the availability of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And according to FLeaks again on Twitter, Samsung New Zealand puts up a page where you can pre-order the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. As of now, that page has been taken down, but August 24th was the date that Samsung pegged the sales to happen. And I read many other articles that pointed to August 24th for the date that Samsung will begin the sales of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Last but not least, the number 10 thing I'm going to be talking about in this video is the price of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. The Samsung Galaxy Note 9 should come in at over $1,000. We've seen the iPhone 10 being a $1,000 phone. We've seen the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 itself being a $1,000 phone as well. For a phone that comes with 128 gigabytes of storage or 512 gigabytes of storage, I think it would be fair to charge $1,000 for. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, but that's just my opinion. This Samsung Galaxy Note 9 will actually start, I think it will start at $1,000 and go higher. But again, it's just my opinion. Speaking of the price, shipping, availability, and all that good stuff, if you're like me and you live in Nigeria or somewhere in Africa, you know it's quite hard to ship items from sites like Amazon and have them delivered directly to us here. That's where something like More for Africa comes in. I've been using More for Africa to ship my items. I use More for Africa to ship my slider as well. The way More for Africa works is quite easy. All you need to do is install an extension on your browser or use the app, and you can buy items from sites like Amazon directly and have them shipped to Nigeria. Just like I said in the beginning of this video, 5 people who sign up with this link in the display or in the description stand the chance to get $20. So More for Africa is giving away $100 and 5 people stand the chance to get $20 each. Please sign up with the link. It will help you, to help the channel as well. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Share this video for people who might want to know more about the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. I can't wait for what they have on Thursday. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.